Audio Jungle.
This project entailed 2 gas compressors that were motor driven for an offshore platform. The Stampede facility, which was operated by the end user, it's an oil and gas production facility. They were making about 120 million standard cubic per day of gas, out of which 80 million they were using for gas lift purposes, and the remaining 40 million they wanted to push in a pipeline and sell the gas to another customer. So the compressors were required for the purpose of taking the gas from a lower pressure and pushing it through the pipeline so that the gas is delivered to the end user. We were picked for bidding the job based on our reputation in the market. We are a leading compressor supplier and are well known in the industry. But the uniqueness of this project was, being it is an offshore platform, our requirement was to be able to show quick response for all their questions they had during the bid evaluation process, and also conceptualize what we intended to do in the floor space that was provided. Honestly, I like engineering. I like challenges that come associated with it. And I knew when we got this project, detailing this job will not be easy.
We have a lot of instruments with 2 compressor units mounted on the same skid. We have a lot of instrumentation tied together to the common panel with individual processors. So I was quite excited doing all the testing, actuating the valves, configuring all the transmitters, making sure that we're providing what customer is expecting.
When the skid was being built, everybody thought that we would be over the weight. I was very nervous when they lifted the skid because we had estimated about 350,000 pounds.
The final weight of the skid was 320,000 pounds.
Kevin called me from the shop and said that we were within the tolerance of the predicted weight, which is exactly the news I wanted to hear. So that was absolutely my favorite moment. I would be the first to say that I was not sure if we would be able to successfully wheel the entire skid package out of the shop because of the tight clearance we had between the existing door, that we were limited by its size. But to see the skid come out of the shop without any nick or dent, that was fantastic.
Seeing the skid make it through the shop doors, there's only 1.5 inch clearance between the second level and the shop gate. I believe that was probably one of my happier moments.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Overall, this project for me was one of the biggest learning experiences of my life. It's hard to fathom how much I actually learned in this project and how much it advanced my knowledge for this industry.
It was a big challenge, and my biggest takeaway is how various group companies of Newman and Esser came together across the globe to be able to design a package in a manner that even I would say exceeded our customers' expectations when the product was finished.
In my opinion, this project was probably one of the biggest learning experiences I've ever had in my life.
After working on this project, I feel confident to work on any bigger projects, onshore or offshore.
And ultimately the product that we realized from a mechanical perspective was very acceptable to both the end user, the engineering company, and to Newman and Esser.
The customer stated that this package was one of the best packages for the overall Stampede platform.
We can design a lot of things on paper, we could communicate on paper what we want, but we also needed good partners to be able to fabricate and build and test it. So I would commend the inside sales team and the outside sales team that worked very closely with the end user to be able to convince that Newman and Esser are capable of doing the job. I'm very positive they would come to Newman and Esser again for such an application, because I believe that we exceeded their expectations in this project.